Hello, and welcome to another draw along. I thought it would be fun if we all drew a fox together today. So I'm going to grab my orange colored pencil and just go ahead and get started. I'm going to start by doing this triangular shape for the fox's head, and then draw 2 lines down, and that will be its neck connecting to its body. And when I'm thinking about the body, I'm thinking about this kind of square rectangular shape. So I'm just going to very lightly draw some lines just so I can see where I want my darker lines to go. And I'm going to go ahead and follow those guidelines in the back, and this is going to be the front leg, bloop, and another one right next to it. Swoop down and up around. For the back leg, I'm going to do a half circle and loop it around again to connect to the bottom of the back. Just like that. And now for the leg on the other side, another half circle and another leg coming out and looping back around. Now for the tail, I'm going to do this S shape coming out of the lower back up and follow it right back down around. And I'll do a few squiggly lines for the fur of the fox's tail. Now for the ears, we're going to do 2 triangular shapes right at the top of the head, up and down. And I'm going to draw a line because there's going to be some white inside of the ears, so I want to remember that. Now for the fur of the fox, we're going to draw a line so we know where we color it in orange and where we're going to leave it white. And I'm going to give it a couple little squiggle lines, that way it looks like fur. And we're going to connect that to the one leg, and then draw on the other side. And don't forget to draw a line under the belly. And now we know exactly where we need to color in the red orange fur of our fox. And I'm going to start coloring. I'll speed up this part of the video, but feel free to pause and take your time coloring in all the orange parts of your fox. Whew, that was a lot of coloring, but now our fox is all colored in and we can move on to some other areas. I'm going to take my dark brown colored pencil and we're going to use that for things like the eyes and the ears and the feet. Sometimes if my colored pencil isn't showing up well enough, I'll have a black pen or a black marker nearby, and I can use that if I want an area to be really, really dark, like the eyes. And I think I'll use that pen for the nose too, just so I can make sure you can see it really, really well. Now I'll grab my dark brown colored pencil again and use that for the tops of the ears, just coloring right over that orange that we already put down. And now I'm going to color the feet. Going about halfway up the leg, I'm going to use my dark brown colored pencil just to fill in those darker areas on the legs. And I'm pressing pretty hard here because I need this colored pencil to show up really well on top of that orange colored pencil that we already put down. I'm not pressing so hard that my pencil is breaking though, because I don't want to sharpen it, but just hard enough so that it can show up really, really well. And we'll color in that back leg, not going too far, just kind of the very ends. Now I'm going to grab my other brown pencil and we're just going to shade a little bit, add a little bit of shadow to some areas of the fox, such as the back of the tail. And that's just going to make the tail look like it's sitting behind the fox a little bit. I'm going to add some shadowy areas to the back leg too, just to make it stand out a little bit more so that you can see it. And I'm not pressing too hard here. Just enough to shade it a little bit. And it's going to blend really nicely with our orange color. I also want to darken up that back leg so that we can separate it from the front leg. And I think I'll put just a little bit on the snout. And I'm going to put a little bit of a shadow underneath our fox so it doesn't look like he's just floating on the page. It'll look like he's actually sitting on the ground. And I'm going to take my other orange and just add a couple of details, little fur lines, so that it looks like a fuzzy fox. And there we go. Our fox is all done. I hope you had fun drawing with me. Make sure you like and subscribe so that we can draw together again.